Scott, we just watched the partnered Nintendo Direct this morning, and dude, there's some highlights. It's funny, I always take Adam Boyd's in the back of my head, saying when they do a showcase, this was over on PlayStation back in the day, they try to have a little bit for everybody, right? The whole showcase isn't going to be for you, but there's going to be maybe this game or that game. And that's how Nintendo sits for me a lot of the time. And the highlight for me coming out was Ender Magnolia, A Bloom in the Mist, a very cool side-scrolling platform adventure game, dude. It looks super sick. Art style instantly had me. I'm like, yo, gotta find out more what's happening in this game here. What is going on? It's coming in 2024, so everything that we saw today was coming this year at some point. We don't know when, but basically the premise of the story is that there is this like infection that's taking over and grounding everybody underneath, and all the other people are trying to rise to the top to get above this mist. Well, the only ones that really got above the mist are the ones with money and of fame and fortune, right? So now basically it's you at the bottom trying to make your way up, and then you run into other people that are now infected by the mist, but as you free them, they join your party. I'm like, yo, this looks really, really sick. Scott, what was your highlight?
That does sound really cool. You've got my curiosity on that game as well. But I think my main highlight out of all of them was another Crab's Treasure. This looks really wacky, really silly, but it does have that Souls-like gameplay. So Souls-like, but you're a hermit crab. You're on a journey to get your shell back, and it showed stepping through a bunch of different shells from a cardboard box all the way to different items, and it seems really wacky, but another excuse to play a Souls-like kind of game. And that's supposed to come out April 25th, and we'll see if it actually makes that release date. The industry is starting to nail release dates, so we'll see.
Absolutely. And then we got the breaking news. In the game, actually, the showcase opened up with Grounded, coming April 16th from Xbox Game Studios. You can partner up with 4 people, cross-play, which is, I think, a much-needed addition, right? That had to be there, I think, in order to get this to work properly, to allow people to play if you're on Xbox and PlayStation, or sorry, Xbox and the Switch. And then
PlayStation's left out for now.
For now, but I'll get to my opinion about that one in a second. And then near the end, Pentiment came out of nowhere too, with February 22nd. So there's 2 games, Scott. That leaves 2 other more I don't want to say high profile, but 2 other games that I think would like to be more on the PlayStation side. Hi-Fi Rush
require a little bit technical ability.
That's what I'm thinking, right? Because I don't think Nintendo could run Sea of Thieves. I think you put that on PlayStation. So yeah, we had 2 come out right now, announced today for Xbox, coming to Nintendo Switch. Grounded, Pentiment. Okay, that's good. Now where's the other 2, right? We know it's Hi-Fi Rush, and we know the other one should be Sea of Thieves. These are what we've heard rumors on. This is what we've been speculating a long time. Phil Spencer said we're getting 4 games. Okay, 2 down, 2 more to go. So did they just split it? Like, wouldn't you want to bring Grounded as well and Pentiment as well, Scott, over to PlayStation?
Yeah, you would think so, but I'm not so certain that Xbox wants to play good with their direct competitor. What they see as their direct competitor at this moment.
Which is fair, but Sea of Thieves, dude. I guarantee you Sea of Thieves is going there. Sea of Thieves cannot run on the Switch. I'm calling it right now.
No.
There is no way. The water physics alone would break the Switch. So I think.
Well, and actually, if you look at Xbox's strategy of putting these games everywhere will get us the max amount of return, then I suppose there's no reason we couldn't see Pentiment and the like go to PlayStation as well someday.
Someday, sure. But right, they said it's an experiment. They're looking to learn. Will they be able to learn from this? When you get Sea of Thieves and Hi-Fi Rush onto PlayStation, people fall in love, just like we all did over on Xbox with Hi-Fi Rush. What an experience. What a cool game. That's a single-player experience. One and done, right? Like, that's it. So their strategy moving forward is how do you pull them in maybe for the sequel? Well, then you put the sequel, you launch the sequel on Xbox, but you give that one to PlayStation, right? You give them the older title. Do we get a Sea of Thieves 2, Scott?
Oh, that could be really, really interesting and a good time for it. I would kill Skull and Bones
oh, man.
before it gets out of the dockyard.
Absolutely. But all in all, the Nintendo partnered Direct today was pretty cool. The big highlight for me, obviously, as I mentioned, was Ender Magnolia. And then the highlight as well was 2 Xbox Studio games for the first time going to another platform.
Furious Mickey creates a mess and becomes trapped in a magical wasteland inhabited by forgotten and rejected characters. The platforming adventure, Epic Mickey returns in a faithful remake of the beloved...